guys, and welcome back to a Fox to Fox report. This is the pre-match review between Leicester City and Manchester United, going to be played at the King Power Stadium this Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same time, same day as the deadline transfer window. Who will be leaving? Who will be coming? Will we finally sign an outfield player for this Premier League season? But first, if you have not done so already, and if you like the content, please remember to drop a like and subscribe. Now, going into our current list of players currently registered with the club, we have our goalkeepers, our defenders, our midfielders, and our forwards. Bringing in new talent requires us to let go of some players, perhaps 1, 2, 3, or 4, give or take, but of course one. One player we know that is definitely gone, that is Wesley Fofana. Agreeing personal terms with Chelsea, doing a medical on Monday, that was yesterday, over in the US, probably will sign sometime soon, so he's gone. But other players that are perhaps linked away from Leicester this coming transfer window are Ayoze Perez, Dennis Praet, and perhaps Yuri Tielemans. But that's a big if. But going into Ayoze Perez and Dennis Praet, Real Sociedad have an interest in Perez for a permanent transfer, while Torino, Dennis Praet's loan club that was last season, have an interest once again to loan them in with an option to buy. So first, going to Perez, he's a player who is great, very talented, but very inconsistent. I will say he was there for very, very important matches, like the FA Cup final and like the quarterfinal of the Conference League. But his performance and inconsistency just doesn't match up with what we need right now. So it's best for him to, part ways and go off and seek a new challenge. Now, Dennis Praet, I wanted to see him play this season, see how much he's improved, and certainly has talent. But there are differences between him and Brendan Rodgers. And if Rodgers doesn't want to play him, then that's just a waste of talent on the bench. And it's best for him and his interest to leave off and seek a new challenge. But, that's just to see what happens. But going into now, who do we want to bring? What positions do we want to fill? One is right winger. That is something that just hasn't been fulfilled permanently for the past 5-6 years. Lookman should have took that place, but of course us being too slow, having no money, nothing, we couldn't make that happen. But from what we're hearing now, based on all these talks, apparently we are very, very interested in the right winger. Left winger could be a player from Schalke named Mine Haritz. Moroccan international, great skill on the ball, great control, but is he at the level to play in the Premier League? Certainly him in Bundesliga, not the same level as the Premier League, so if he were to come here, would have to improve drastically. But who am I to discourage any new transfer? Whoever comes on into Leicester City, of course we give them our full support and wish them the very best. But defenders, as Fofana leaves, who will be taking his spot? Based on what has been going on right now at the moment, and just looking at my phone, we have had interest right now in Wout Faes, playing in Ligue 1. Now looking at his highlights, not really anything that stands out to me. He kind of has similarities to Siyunchu, strength, desire, confidence. That is prime Siyunchu I'm talking about. And also Amarty, somewhere similar there. Not really creative, but there's also another player that has really, really caught my interest. And I hope it's true because he is great, great talent. And that is Jean-Claire Todibo. Sorry if I'm wrong, but he is just outstanding. Just looking at his highlights, seems very tall, but very creative from the back. Has full confidence taking on players, even though he's a defender. So I don't know. That's definitely something that struck my interest. Perhaps, maybe very, or, much, much better than Fofana. Raw talent there, of course. But of course, let me know what you guys think. So anything revolving about any new players that are perhaps linked to the club, just leave it all in the comment section below. But now, going into Manchester United, because this is the pre-match review, what kind of United will be coming to the KP? From what we know, United have won their last 2 matches against Southampton and Liverpool. Pretty impressive, impressive with the Liverpool match, but Southampton, it could have gone either way. Southampton definitely were bouncing back, but the ball just didn't go inside the net. But going into my starting 11, what I want to see, my formation goes with a 4-1-4-1 with Danny Ward in goal. Now, having 2 up top clearly is just not going to happen. From Rodgers, he wants 1 up top, but you need to have Kelechi Iheanacho starting. A player with full strength who can hold the ball. You clearly saw that against Chelsea, so have him on the right side and Samore have him start as our lone defensive midfielder. Maddison, if he wasn't injured and then, give or take his degree of injury, if it wasn't too bad, then I would have him start, but give or take, let's have Tielemans take that spot in the center, in the midfield on the right side. Barnes, on the other hand, had a great match against Chelsea, I think, not only scoring, but building that confidence. Now, I don't want to hype that up too much because Barnes, at times last season, he played a great match, but the next match wasn't so great. So do not hype him, definitely let's play it all out and see what happens. But yeah, this is my starting 11. Let me know what you guys think. Anything, any suggestions? What is your starting 11? Just leave it all in the comment section below. But yeah, a lot of things has been happening throughout Manchester United with their new signings. Anthony now from Ajax has signed, and also Casemiro in the squad. So they're pretty much stacking up on paper, with players, big names. But definitely with Leicester, that does no effect whatsoever with our confidence, with how we play, especially against Manchester United. But of course, it's going to be a very tough match. Like I said, a Big 6 side, us being in last place, we need a win. But if we can take out the positives from Chelsea and just play like the last 30 minutes we played against Chelsea, put them into this match, then without a doubt, will we cause pressure and perhaps score some goals. Now, going into my prediction for this coming match, like I said, so if we can play like the last 30 minutes in the match against Chelsea, then I think we can come away with a 2-1 victory for Leicester. That's just my prediction. I always want to be positive with the club, and Leicester, always want them to win and have a positive result. But like I said, anything revolving around this whole match, this whole deadline transfer window, leave it all in the comments below, and I'll see you next time for the post-match review, which hopefully we'll be talking about Leicester's first victory. Take care.